In the Commonwealth Games, the most important thing this time round for cricket is the introduction of women's cricket. And if you take a look at the field of women's cricket, you have Australia, New Zealand, England, India. It's almost like a World Cup, South Africa. And the point is, if you take a look at that Australian team, who beats them? Yes, India under Harmanpreet Kaur, all of us will be hoping will be able to pull off the miracle, but it's going to be tough. Look at that field and let's be realistic. Australia, England, South Africa, New Zealand are all quality sides. Don't even rule out the West Indian Islands, the Barbados. You know, the Commonwealth in other ways, for cricket at least, is almost a World Cup. It is as good as the World Cup, if not better, because there are other teams which will be competitive as well. With the introduction of women's cricket, which will be played at the Edgbaston Cricket Ground, this is perhaps cricket's first step towards going to the Olympic Games. If it is a success in a multidiscipline games for women's cricket, this is a brand that the ICC can subsequently use to take to the Olympic Games, and that's good fun. You know, I would want that, because the women's game, it will get a massive push if the International Cricket Council decides to use it for an entry into the Los Angeles Olympics or maybe subsequently. They should do a push, definitely attempt a push to try and get cricket included. And for India, huge moment. Think about that team, Harman and the rest of the girls, Deepti. They finished a series against Sri Lanka. For them, they've not had the best of performances in the last few years. In the 50-over format, we did well. We did extremely well in the 2017. But unfortunately, in the 20-over format, in the 2020 World Cup, India was sensational, but post that, we have seen a slightly downward curve. We would want to rectify that downward curve come here, the Commonwealth Games. Some really good players, Smriti Mandana, Shafali Verma, Harmanpreet Kaur herself, Deepti Sharma. We've seen the young Richa Ghosh. We have seen Yastika Bhatia come through the ranks. Some good players there. Can they push the bar? Mentally, can they overcome the problem that has impacted the 20-over game for the Indian team? Now, if I take a look at competition, South Africa with Marzan Kaap in the kind of form that she's been, Sunelese, some of the South African players are in top-notch form. The less said about Australia, the better, because they scare you. They literally scare you. I mean, under Meg Lanning, this is a team that I will say is as good as Sir Donald Bradman's team or Clive Lloyd's team. Sir Clive and Sir Don will not even contest the fact that Meg Lanning's team is as good as that. So Australia, New Zealand, Sophie Devine, Susie Bates, it's a good enough side, and we have seen that. England, Nat Siver has been in incredible form. Home conditions here in Birmingham, in front of a home crowd at Edgbaston, England will be difficult to beat. So overall, stiff competition for the Indian girls, but fingers crossed. And we start with Australia. Now that can be good and bad. When you take the best team on at the start of the tournament, you can create an upset because they've not gotten into rhythm. That can help India. On the other hand, if you lose badly, it can push you back. So it will be a massive start on the 29th of July at the Edgbaston Cricket Ground at 11 AM local time, 3:30 India. Rev Sports will be there to cheer the Indian girls. Keep following our coverage of the Commonwealth Games from here in Birmingham.